This secret Fortnite drop spot has 18 chests and it's not a POI. And today I'm going to show you the best 5 drop spots to rank up quickly to hit Unreal rank, as well as the spot I've solo queued all the way up to Champion Division in the brand new Fortnite OG season. Starting it off with the 5th best spot on the list, and this is Motel. This is the perfect drop spot for those of you who have great aim. This spot has a total of 7 chests as well as 21 floor spawn. This place is very small, so most of the fights you get into are going to be close quarters box fight, but if you're a player with that close range aim, this place could be perfect for you. It's a bit 50-50 if the players land there, but if you have the aim to carry you through, you should be just fine. It's usually conned anywhere from 0 to 3 players. Most of the time though, you'll most likely be young con. I prefer to land at the abandoned houses on the edge of Motel when landing there, then rotate towards the actual Motel itself, as you'll get 9 floor spawns and 2 chest spawns and can literally loot them in like less than 10 seconds. This place also has great rotates as well, with an ATK and a rift right next to it. And if you want to W key as well, it has some great spots around, but I would just personally avoid W keying Lazy though if you land there, just because Lazy can get a little bit hectic to say the least. Next up on the list is Tomato Temple. Coming in with an extra 4 chests from Motel, you will have 11 chest spawns as well as 50, yes you heard that right, 50 floor spawns. It's stacked on materials with cars to stack up on the metal. You got plenty of big trees and the big rocks all around the drop, making it easy to get their materials up. You'll usually be contested here. It's usually 1 to 2 players most of the time, but does just depend on that bus. My recommendation when testing this spot for this video is to land at the house, but don't land for the chest on the roof, because that's a mistake I made. Instead, you want to land for the floor spawns at the bottom. Trust me, this one is a lifesaver and you'll thank me later when you're contested at that house. The house area itself actually has 4 chests around it, with 2 being inside the actual house itself, and the actual main Tomato Temple building just has 3 chests. So you should be able to pick up the most amount of loot landing at the house. As you've stayed for the middle of the video, for spot number 3, I'm going to bless you with the most underrated drop spot in the whole of Fortnite. Located in between Lucky Landing and Flush Factory, you will see 5 factories. This spot should genuinely be a named POI, coming in with an unbelievable number of chests. And we're talking 8 more than Flush Factory, 5 more than Lucky Landing, and with 18 whole chest spawns. Yes, that is right, 18, and I will repeat, this is not a named POI, arguably the most broken spot on the map, and it also has 47 floor loot spawns as well. It's usually contested though, that's the only problem with it. You will usually get anywhere from around 1 to 3 players, but most of the time you're going to get the spot uncon if you have a bus that's really far away from it, but it has plenty of metal with all the cars around, decent wood with the pallets, then you're literally in the brick gold mine area anyway, so you'll be able to get brick no problem. The only downside I can think about this spot really is the fact that there's no mobility. Obviously it's pushed away towards the edge of the map. If you go down a little bit from the spot on the edge of the map and go towards more a Flush Factory way, you can actually go down and use some rifts there, and there's usually a vending machine that will sell rift to goes and grapplers anyway. So in terms of rotations, when you get so much loot, there's not really that much to worry about. My recommendation for this spot though, if you are going to land here, is to land at the main building, the nightclub party building thingy. I'd probably land at the bottom or at one of the doors, just because you'll usually get a pump from the floor loot there. Stop the video right there. I was looking at the back end of the YouTube channel, and 96.7% of people who watch my videos frequently are not subscribed. So I have a small favour to ask you. If you've ever enjoyed or found any of my tips helpful, or ever watched my videos, enjoyed the content, please can you hit that subscribe button and support me as a creator. It helps the channel more than I can explain, and I'll make you a promise in return. I promise I'll make my tips and videos better and better and better each video, and that's a promise I'm willing to make you. Anyways, thank you for supporting the channel. Enjoy the rest of the video. But we're closing in towards the most broken drop spot on them all 4 ranked. But before we get there, we're going to head up to the mountains towards Snobby Shores, to the one the only Viking village. This place is a literal W Key's paradise, coming in with 12 chests. That's one more chest than Snobby. But the part that really makes this the best spot is the fact that even though it's so small, it's still got 39 floor loot spawns. To put that into consideration, that is more floor loot than Wailing Woods and Motel combined. And you can literally loot the spot super quick, get yourself stacked up on health and mats, and it also has some amazing spots to W Key farm. My favourite place to W Key farm when landing there is to the football pitch. Anyone who lands there, I doubt they even know they're sitting on only 5 chests, and most of the time they probably won't even spawn. So in terms of health, you should absolutely annihilate them. I know what you're thinking, what about their floor loot though? If they've only got 5 chests, surely they're gonna have like 90 bits of floor loot. Well, they still have less than your 39, coming in at just 36 bits of floor loot. So there's literally no excuse to lose that fight. Then from there, you have the likes of Snobby, you can W Key, or even Greasy if you're feeling particularly fraggy today. You could even go up and claim Tilted depending on the day. It usually only gets like 1 person contest it, and most of the time you won't even get that. It's usually uncon depending on the bus, but it seems like every time I get contested there, the guy seems to find a rift to go and just disappears anyway. This can obviously change based on buses, so overall it is a great little spot, has some amazing loot there, and it's pretty much just got everything you need. Now we're moving on to the big boy territory. We're talking 52 bits of floor loot, my friends. We are talking 2 more chests than the broken factories, coming in at 20 chests. My favourite spot, the one I have landed that has managed to get me 1 rank before Unreal rank, the spot that has carried me all the way through to that one and only champion rank, and that is Shifty Shafts. Yep, I just said it. I might be a bit biased, but I believe it could be the best spot on the map right now. In debate with the broken factories, of course. But this beautiful spot has 1 vending machine. It's a box fighter's paradise. Most of your fights are going to be close range. Box fights, right-hand peaks, you know it. I just absolutely buzz off it. So if that's the stuff you're good at, 100% you should land here. You're always going to come out with 100 in terms of shield. And the loot and the mats you're going to get are always going to look good. We have the big trees for the wood, we have the cars and trucks for the metal, and we have a fair few big rocks all over the place for that brick. But what I love the most about this spot, that it's kind of like in its own little world with all the mountains around it, and it's also fairly central as well, so it is just amazing overall for rotates. And I just find it so easy from here to make it to endgame, but the only real downside I could see is the fact that there's no guaranteed mobility, but there's always a shopping cart if worse comes worse, but its position alone is just so good, you're not even going to need it. In terms of rotates, my only recommendation would be to avoid rotating too close to Tilted if you want to avoid players, as it can get a bit chaotic anywhere around that sort of area. And also avoid spending too much time around the river, as it's very open, making it easy to get into fight. Anyways, that's all the drop spots. I replied to all comments, so let me know down below which one of these drop spots are your favourite and which one you'll be landing at. If you did enjoy, please smash the like button. It helps the channel out so much, and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. And if you like this video, you may also like this video on screen now.